Good everyone and welcome to the Van World with God's Gift where we review godly movies, music and books. MMB today we bring you a very wonderful movie from Parable Films production titled Blood Language. Stay tuned and don't go anywhere. The movie starts with Charles on a call with his mom. Apparently he has traveled out of the country and was expected to come home, but the mom was trying to convince him to come. Meanwhile, Charles was already in the country enjoying life with his girlfriend. We see Charles give his parents a surprise visit. In fact, they did not expect him to be in the country then. But he came, and this time it's not like he came alone. He came with his girlfriend, who is Becky, the well known prostitute in the whole community. But the parents were not happy with it. They were so angry, they chased the lady out of the house like a dog. Meanwhile, Charles doesn't even know who this lady is. For him, he has met the love of his life and is willing to settle down with her. But everybody around knows this girl is demonic. Everybody knows this is a prostitute. This is a very dangerous lady that has destroyed many homes. And the parents were so angry. But Charles would not understand. He visits his friend to show him the girl or the love of his life. Only for the friend to also recognize this girl as a woe, as someone who is demonic and is after his life to destroy. But Charles is angry. He doesn't want to listen to anyone. He believes that everyone is against him. He believes that nobody wants his happiness, and that's why everyone is against him regarding the love of his life. We see Becky convinced Charles that she is truly innocent of all the accusations coming, thereby deceiving him to enter into a blood covenant with her, that he would never leave her. And if he does so, he should run mad. That was not just the end. After the whole incident of entering into a covenant, he went ahead to give an oath or a promise. Then Tammy or Becky still told him to make love to her, which is against his own principles. But at this juncture, he was already trapped. He was already in her web, so he could not resist her. Ewa and Dorcas are best friends. In fact, they are true children of God, living their life, believing and trusting God to be settled in marriage. Dorcas came to just inform Ewa that her long best friend, Charles, is back in the country. Ewa just thought about it and decided to WhatsApp Charles just to catch up with him as a longtime friend. We see Wale still trying to convince his friend Charles not to go ahead with Becky, the prostitute. But Charles is adamant. He doesn't want to listen to anyone. Here we see Charles' mom praying for him seriously because Charles has left home since the day her parents rejected the lady he brought. Now, Charles' mom is seriously praying for him. We see Ewa also praying to God for strength because she's still in the waiting period. The lesson I took here is, as children of God, no matter the level of waiting you are in, you cannot do it on your own strength. You always have to ask God to help you to wait well and not be wasting. We see Becky communicating with an evil being. Apparently, she was supposed to offer Charles as a sacrifice to the spirit, but it seems Becky is already in love with Charles. Even though she's a prostitute, but she doesn't just want to offer Charles like that because she's already in love with him. We see Ewa come to visit the family of Charles. Apparently, Charles did not respond to her message, so she just came to say hi, thinking that he was at home. But unfortunately, Charles was not at home, so she just met the family, conversed with them, and off she left. We see Charles' younger sister telling her mom about the revelations she has been having about Charles and Ewa, that she believes that both of them are meant to be husband and wife. Meanwhile, there's a lot of battles to fight, and truly, that was just the truth because God knows the end from the beginning. By the mercies of God, Charles woke up one night and heard Becky planning on how they were going to kill him. In fact, he was so devastated, so shocked, so scared at the same time. So he had to run for his life. He just ran to his friend's house, Apparently, the parents have been praying seriously for him as well. That's to tell you that God answers prayer. If you have any relative, anybody that's going through one situation or the other, that nothing seems to be working, the only thing you can be doing for such an individual is to pray for the person because indeed God answers prayer. We see Charles at his friend's place thinking of how he's going to travel out of the country again because he's afraid that Becky is after his life and will eventually catch up with him. But he thinks that traveling out of the country and starting life all over again is the best option for him. We see Dorcas call her best friend Ewa to tell her about a dream she had that nothing will spoil their day of joy. Indeed, they prayed over it. Charles finally went out of the country, gave his life to Christ, and later returned back. Here, he did not return alone once again, but he returned with another fiancée. And this fiancée is no other than Ewa. Just like his younger sister predicted that he sees both of them together. In fact, the family is so happy because they know Ewa as a church girl, as a Christian, as someone who loves God, and they are just so happy to meet them as lovers. Ewa and Charles are preparing to get married. They are so happy. But we see Ewa unhappy because of a strange revelation that has been occurring. Ewa has been having this particular revelation for 3 consecutive times. And something of such we all know is not ordinary. Her friend Dorcas advised her to inform her pastor about it. But when they met the pastor, she just ignored it, thinking it's nothing, since Charles did not mention anything of such, and since Charles claimed to have told her of every of his past. We see the pastor trying to inform them as well about a revelation he also had, if he had something to do with them. But both of them said, no, there's nothing. Ewa could not open up about the revelation she had been having. Neither could Charles open up about his past relationship with Becky that led to the blood covenant as well as an oath and also going ahead to even sleep with her. Their pastor says something very important I want us all to ponder about, and that is if you give the devil a foothold, he will turn it into a stronghold. If I were Charles, I would have just opened up and tell my fiancé to be exactly what happened between myself and Becky, as well as even open up to the church leaders so that intercessory prayers can be done on their behalf as well as deliver them from such an evil oath. And if I was Ewa, I would have also opened up to the pastor or my spiritual leader about the strange encounters I'm having in a dream concerning Charles and our relationship, because I believe that is where they missed it, trying to cover up those incidents. Finally, the wedding day is here. Today is a day of joy. Charles is happy. We see his friend Wale as his best man. They are all happy. We see Ewa as well, very happy with his dad, walking to the altar. Everywhere is set. Everybody is happy. Charles' parents are happy. Ewa's parents are happy. Friends and families have gathered to join them together as husband and wife. But my question is, would this really be a happy marriage, or it is just the start of a problem? Because we see Becky very angry. We see Becky invoking spirit. We see Becky ready to strike. And this spirit is not the type that jokes. We can see she said it is time to go to work and it is time to strike. What will happen to Charles? What will happen to Ewa? What will happen to their marriage? What will happen to the entire wedding? Watch Blood Language on Victor Olukoju's TV on YouTube and get to know what really happened. There are so many lessons in this movie, Blood Language. There are so many unanswered questions that I know you are asking. How is this movie going to end? In fact, looking at the flyer, I should tell you that over 300k people, that's 300,000 people, have watched this movie. This is not just an ordinary movie, it's an eye opener. Kindly go to Victor Olukoju's TV on YouTube and watch this movie, Blood Language, or just check the description with a link there to watch the full movie, because the lessons here are just massive. It's still your girl God's Gift. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, comment, and share. Thank you so much, and see you next time.